Hello and welcome to this brief Long Island weather update. I figured I'd do one because we did have some interesting weather today. Uh, Temperatures have dropped into the mid 50s. It was kind of warm earlier on, so I'll just show you what the day was like at Islip. We had a sea breeze develop that dropped things, and then the wind shifted back to the north again. But let's first take a look at what the day was like. So plenty of clouds around, some sun, some sunshine actually toward the afternoon. Temperatures got into the 60s when that sun came out, and then the winds shifted to, looks like Islip had a sea breeze through most of the day. Uh, and then the wind shifted to the southwest. There was a sea breeze, and then the cold front came through and then dropped the temperatures later on. Um, so we'll go look at our highs and lows, and you can see the temperatures have dropped now. Dew points have dropped. Highs and lows. Highs, we got into the mid 60s across much of Long Island, except the eastern part of Long Island, New York City in the upper 60s, closer to 70. Jersey around 70, and probably central Nassau also got into the upper 60s. So yeah, much warmer here. Lows probably didn't drop all that much. Yeah, mid 40s generally speaking. Um, Precipitation. So we'll take a look and see. It probably wasn't that much rain. Yeah, a little less than a quarter of an inch in most areas. Not really anything to write home about as far as that goes. But we will take a look and show you that it did get pretty warm here in our area. So we'll go look at the Carl Place Station here, for instance. And it got up to 67. And you can see the wind was from, let's see if there was a sea breeze. Actually, this isn't going to show the wind direction. Yeah, this doesn't show the wind direction at all. Well, whatever. Go to Wonder Map. We're going to look at the sea breeze. And you'll see that for our area, because if you're on the South Shore, it's definitely a lot cooler. But certain parts of the day it was pretty warm. So you could see that the temperatures got into the mid 60s for the most part. Doesn't really show. Does it show the wind direction? It does show kind of a westerly direction. The winds were westerly in the end, then they went to the southwest a little bit. Not really too much of a sea breeze here. Temperature stayed in the 60s. Wow, it was much warmer here than on the South Shore. And then when that cold front came through, it actually caused the temperatures to rise again. We could look at, and then we'll go ahead and look at the South Shore where it was much nicer and cooler. Let's look at Rockville Center. And see there'll be a big difference there. So you could see temperatures, they were in the mid 60s and then they dropped. Not that big of a difference. You could see there's the cold front, though, coming through. It actually caused a bump up for the temperature there. But there was a sea breeze on the South Shore today. Go a little further east to Babylon. Point this out, and then we'll just go over tomorrow's weather. So you can see here, yeah, they were only in the upper 50s. So you can see on the South Shore, much cooler, stayed cool all day with the sea breeze. Didn't have to deal with any of the warm weather that we had to deal with in Nassau County, in central Nassau County. Obviously, no precipitation tomorrow, but we will have upper level moisture. So that's going to result in some high clouds. So dew points, for the most part, are going to be dropping with the north winds tonight. Northwesterly winds becoming west. And later in the afternoon, they might go a little southwest. Maybe there might be a sea breeze tomorrow in the afternoon. But they're going to pretty much stay out of the westerly direction. And then, we'll get into Monday's weather tomorrow. That's right. I'm not going to talk about Monday's weather tonight. Temperatures for tonight, we're going to probably drop into the upper 30s by morning. And then tomorrow will be a cooler day with highs generally in the mid 50s. So lastly, we'll go and look at the skies, and we'll show you the high clouds that we're going to be dealing with before we wrap this up here. So obviously skies have cleared out tonight, but we're going to see those high clouds stream in probably after sunrise tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of them throughout the day with heavily filtered sunshine. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Good night.